Here we go. Let's understand what is Azure data engineering, why we need it, and how to step into it. A simple process. Let's get started. This is Sai Panindra from SQL School. I assure you complete practice-oriented sessions from scratch, right from the basics. Let's understand slowly, step by step, how to work with our Azure data engineering activities. I assure you complete practice-oriented classes from scratch, right from the basics, right from the scratch. With certification, DP203 certification, complete guidance, samples, part of our classes, latest samples, part of our classes. In our data engineering colorful course, practical course, we need to work with 3 different verticals, 3 different categories or departments, 3 modules. We have ETL, extract, transform, load. ETL we call. What to extract, what to transform. Transform is to reshape the things, formatting, and where to load will do in next few minutes. We have some keywords to learn. ETL from our next class practically. Another important keyword, data warehouse, DWH. But what is data warehouse? Give me few minutes time, we'll get into it. Big data, what it is, next few minutes. And analytics, understanding the trends of data, reporting activities, dashboarding. And to implement these items, ETL, data warehouse, big data and analytics, we need certain technologies from Microsoft, Azure Data Factory and Azure Synapse, Azure Databricks, Azure Data Lake. These are the 4 major technologies we need to work with. And there are few open source technologies also. There are few open source technologies as well. What are they? Here it is. Coming to the open source technologies, you have very important. The rightmost side on my screen, you have something called Spark. What is that? Spark, the first open source technology to govern the entire engineering. Python, Spark SQL, Python and Spark called PySpark and Scala. All these are open source technologies. Few more like OData queries, APIs, etc. So to implement the pink items, we need these 2 blue color boxes. Practically we'll do. I assume we're all very new to every keyword here. I repeat, I assume we are all very new to the every keyword. And we have detailed step-by-step concepts from scratch. We'll start from the fundamentals, right from what is what and why. From there we proceed for configurations with specific lab plan. So we need to have Windows 8 or higher operating system for our course. We are supposed to do certain installations in our computers. No doubt, Azure is cloud, but to get maximum benefit from cloud, there are certain tools, free tools, we need to install and configure in our computers. We'll start from the basics carefully with good amount of activities and action plans step by step. We'll understand slowly what is data warehouse, what is ETL, and how they are related to each other, and how to implement the items right from on-prem. On-premise means non-cloud to cloud, migrations, data transfer, ETL activities, and something called as Spark cluster activities, data cleansing activities, aggregation activities, and so on. We need to learn slowly, step by step, how to work with user interface as well as script ETL activities. Good amount of optimizations means tuning activity. There are 14 optimizations, security concepts we need to learn along with alerts, metrics, etc. Back to my slide. So here it is. To implement Pink items, technically we need Microsoft items, first blue box, and open source items, second blue box. These are our entire course. Let's get started with what is this ETL, what is database first. Okay, what is database? We are going to start. Then we'll slowly understand what is data warehouse. Then what is ETL? Our course is mainly about data warehouse and ETL, these two. These two together is our data engineering. And what components are involved? We have Microsoft components, open source components. Not only in Azure, every data engineering stream has similar activities, open source and branded items. We need to have both. So what are the prerequisites and what will be the course takeaways? Let me put forward all these points. Then we go for questions, doubts, clarifications. Just to recap once again, if in case anyone joined a bit late, just in case. Just to recap again, just in case if anyone joined a bit late. We are supposed to understand today what is data engineering and why we need it. And before that, here are the components. We need to implement 4 important Pink items throughout our course. For that, we need Microsoft items, open source items. Okay, 2 important things. Everything is equally important, remember. One is Microsoft and other one open source. Next, how it is, let's see. So for this purpose, first let's start with what is database. Okay, to understand about ETL data warehouse, let's understand what is database first. A platform to store any type of data, any amount of data, nicely organized, neatly planned, well organized. And from proximity of our course, from scope of our course, we have 3 important basic data types. We have many basic data types from our course perspective to understand the end-to-end plan for data workflow. OLTP, databases to store live online transaction processing database like our ongoing live ICC matches, ICC 2020 World Cup, live data, OLTP, and data warehouse to store old historical data. Live OLTP like live temperature, live online market activities, live stock market, live online banking, online reservations. One of our class examples, live temperature. One of our class examples in the second module of our entire 7 weeks journey, we'll take examples for migrations, SQL DB migrations, and then proceed for something called live data capture, storing live or capturing live data into something called Azure storage, a step-by-step practical process, and then followed by task items. Anything live OLTP and data warehouse to store old historical data, inactive data like past records, past data. Our course is into the data engineering activities or into data warehouse. Who will take care of OLTP? SQL developers. They design OLTP databases. There we have something called normal forms. Here we have something called data models, facts and dimensions. I mean, the organization will be different, or the way we organize the data will be different. In a showroom, we look for the beauty. In the warehouse, we look for more quantity. Warehouse is like a godown of our data. Warehouse is supposed to store unlimited amount of data. We say big data. And who is going to use a warehouse? AI tools, data science, analytics, reporting, dashboarding, everyone. The end users will be using data warehouse as their source of information. So OLTP left, data warehouse right. In between you have the transition and wallet parking service ETL, extract, transform, load. From warehouse comes data mining, something called OLAP, online analytical processing analysis, deep learning, machine learning, reporting, and so on. One of our class examples, we are going to implement the same diagram with open source technology called Databricks on my screen. So OLTP with few add-ons. This is ETL. We have Azure Data Factory and Databricks, Synapse, Power BI or machine learning, etc. Our course, the 7 weeks journey is this one. This entire activity is our 7 weeks journey. You wanted to have Power BI, extra 4 weeks you need to invest for our curriculum. Power BI is a bit vast. Machine learning, another 1 month. Core Azure machine learning, and 1 more month open source machine learning, separate trainer, separate course we have. And Data Explorer is a part of our classes anyway for data engineering. And this involves AI components, artificial intelligence components, part of our classes. So remember, the birth of data starts from OLTP, like a living room in our house. The storeroom is warehouse. Storeroom is warehouse. Here it is, the storeroom of our house. The transit from our living room to storeroom is ETL. different ways to transit the data, to transfer the data. Here different technologies to implement ETL. To make it clear on my screen, ETL plus data warehouse is our data engineering course. To implement ETL, there are two ways: Microsoft, non-Microsoft. To implement warehouse, again two ways: Microsoft, non-Microsoft. And that is our course. Trust me, it's a chemistry class. Yes, lot of components we need to slowly understand and also get into the conclusions when to use which, why and how. We need to learn what first, then how next, then when later, one by one. Complete Azure BI stack includes data engineering, Azure analysis, Power BI, and additional analysis activities. Now I said open source ETL, Microsoft ETL. What are they? Let's go there slowly. I repeat again, as a data engineer, we are involved in warehouse, the godown, the storeroom of our data to store huge volumes of data. The where parking service is the ETL, extract, transform, load. Now, I said there are two important ETL techniques, one open source, one Microsoft. I was mentioning. What are they? Yes, the open source is called Databricks. Remember, Databricks is an open source environment. And next, Microsoft brand, it is called Data Factory. Just in case if you are writing your notes, that's really good on my screen. So we need to learn both. And there is a third technology to integrate both, part of our classes. So we have Databricks first, age-old technology, open source, and getting updated almost every month. New updates are pouring in every month from Databricks, open source. We need to be up to date. And Data Factory, Microsoft. We can gel these two together, we'll do it anyway. The gelling of these two, I was showing you the diagram few minutes back. Data Factory, Databricks. One open source, one Microsoft, they are good friends. Same way, data warehouse. For data warehouse also, there are again same story. We have something called open source data warehouse. We have open source data warehouse and Microsoft data warehouse. What are they on my screen? Spark. In our classes, we'll understand how to create Spark databases. Understand how to store unlimited amount of data into something called Spark tables. So Spark is a back-end technology we need to learn. And SQL pool, Microsoft brand. I repeat again to make it clear onto our notes. We need to have something called Spark databases. So we'll understand slowly, step by step, how to work with the concept of Python. Right from the scratch, we'll understand Python activities, what is what. From there, we'll go for Spark databases, Spark tables, practically simple concept. I'll make it easy. I'll make it useful. Nice interface. We can auto generate all this code. In olden days, we used to write it. Now everything auto generated thanks to AI tools. Yes, using AI, we are going to auto generate part of the course, part of Databricks interface now. Nothing extra. Nothing to be added separately. It's part of Databricks. We have AI full integration. This is about Spark databases. How to create database, how to connect database, etc. Spark is one option. Then we need to learn something else called Synapse, Microsoft brand called SQL pool. We'll understand how to create SQL pools and how to create tables in SQL pools. So two different ways, to implement warehouse, and one bridging component for all these called Synapse. This is the concept. Main purpose of Synapse, part of our course, bridging ETLs, warehouses, bringing everything together in a common plate. This is the actual concept. To make it more easier, friends, we are understanding slowly what is what we are going to learn in our classes. Yes, here it is. So as a data engineer, we are responsible for, open source ETL, Microsoft ETL, open source warehouse, Microsoft warehouse, gelling everything together on my screen now. So core data engineering involves various data sources, open source ETL, Microsoft ETL, open source warehouse, Microsoft warehouse, and bridging them together carefully in a meaningful way. This is all backend. What about front end? For end users, we have rich analytics, front end Power BI. Together sails the boat, big data boat. So our complete course plan, final slide before we go for questions and clarifications on my screen. The prerequisites. To step into data engineering, you will do module 1 first, SQL Server concepts, or simply say MS SQL. The MS SQL concepts, DDL, DML, select, constraints, joins, so on, including ER, entity relationship model, group by, merge, normal forms, etc. You'll be practicing these items first. You are already aware of them, then fine. Just make sure you revise them. Maybe you can do it yourself or get it from us. Anything is fine as long as we do it carefully. Next, once you complete this yellow box items, then you'll proceed for the left side blue box items. Okay, so here it is. The left side blue box is all about data warehouse, DWH. I'm talking from implementation perspective. So there comes AI implementations as well. Next, then the right side we have analytics, reporting activities. I just change my screen a bit to make it clear before we go for doubts and clarifications. Well, here it is. The yellow box is into OLTP databases, live online transaction processing database, the basement. We know the basics of views, procedure, functions, then understanding parameters is easier here. We call widgets. In Spark, we have something called widgets. To understand them, we need to have basics of procedures and functions. To understand Power Query parameters, we need procedure function basics. So there will be a lot of dependency between the yellow box and other two boxes. Fresher profiles, left side ticks are enough. Experience profiles, right side is highly recommended. There is a combo certification from Microsoft DP600. DP203, only core data engineering backend. Our entire 7 weeks journey should be enough for the certification preparation. Power BI, completely into reporting and analytics. PL300. The 4 weeks journey in Power BI should be enough for this item. PL300. So 7 weeks data engineering, 4 weeks Power BI, Monday to Friday classes. Weekends won't work for our curriculum, given the fact its continuity, the practice, and weekend case studies, task items. So it's planned, the curriculum is planned for day-to-day learning, weekly 5 days. Weekend you will be completing all your practice, your video access to every class. For weekend you will complete all the videos, like a recap, practice, submit your assignments. We have videos for the live classes to be provided every day, if in case you are missing class or joining late. But make sure you access them and practice, complete your assignments on time by weekend. Please plan your weekends accordingly. And this MS SQL, this yellow box is there. This is actually for 3 weeks. It should be fine. We have 400 plus queries here. So 3 weeks first, then 7 weeks. In parallel, you may do the extra 4 weeks Power BI. In parallel or sequence, up to you, as per your comfort. If it is in sequence, total 14 weeks. Now, you're already aware of MS SQL, ignore it. You're aware of it, right? Ignore it. Directly opt for data engineering. And in parallel or in sequence, you can do Power BI. Schedules will be different. Schedules for each of these boxes will be completely different. We have morning, evening schedules for all 3 boxes, individual schedules. With this information, the entire data engineering course is into 3 different modules, I said. So here is what we are going to learn in our core data engineering classes. We have storage and data lake concepts. That includes storage, migrations, IoT, ALETs, Azure Resource Manager, ARM templates, encryptions, key vaults, etc. Data Factory and Synapse module. We have data warehouse, ETL, and analytics. Data factory activities pertaining to transformations, incremental loads, aggregated loads, CDC, parameters, dynamic data sets, so on. Then we have open source Databricks and PySpark module. Again, same concepts, incremental loads, ETL activities, data warehousing, parameters, so on. And at the end, the 8th week would be about the project. 7 weeks classes, 8th week would be the project work you would involve into it. You will give a try and then get my solution for you. The project would be based on this complete topology on my screen. So we'll do it slowly, step by step. Kindly help me with your practice and response during the classes. Let's make our classes interactive. Today, okay, it's an introduction class. I need to first put forward all my points. That's fine. But from the next class, let's make sure we'll take one example and recap it, revise it, Then go for doubts, questions, clarifications one by one. We'll do it slowly, step by step. Need your support. Over to you now. Any questions, clarifications, please do let me know and we'll take it from there slowly. And here it is once again, the final screen before we go for questions. Over to you now, questions please, before we get into the schedules for each of these boxes. Yes, please. Anyone, any questions, let me know. I'll wait. Mic with you all. Amresh, Hema, Fauzia, Basha, Prasad, Rahel, Rich, Seshu, Sridhar, Suraj, Venkatesh. Any questions, please let me know. I'll wait.
This is Basha. Um, so over the period of 7 weeks course, we have multiple subjects to cover, right? How are we going to?
Fine. So what we learned so far in our classes, please let's recap now. Let's recap carefully. Come on, what we learned in our classes? What is the main purpose of data engineering? Please, everyone, mic with you. What's the main purpose for data engineering? What's the main purpose?
Huh?
Responsible for ETL and data warehouse, right? Isn't it? Two important things. Of course, we have analytics also. How to implement ETL? You remember, please? How to implement ETL? You remember, please? I'll wait. Mic with you all.
I can
Mic
give
with
you.
you all. How to implement ETL? What are the technologies we have? Yes.
Databricks and Data Factory.
Exactly. We have something called Databricks. We are going to take Azure flavor of Databricks here and Data Factory. Okay. Azure Data Factory, ADF we call. Come on, please, everyone. How to implement data warehouse? Yes, please. I'll wait.
Spark and SQL pool.
Exactly. Spark and SQL pool.
Pools.
Okay. Then how to integrate ETL and data warehouse? Synapse.
Synapse.
Okay. As simple as this. These are the items. From here, I have the complete vocabulary in a single screen, like a brief overview. I have the complete synopsis in a single screen. Let's do it carefully. I'll include all these items in your notes today. Anyway, and on my screen now. Cloud, a overview now. Cloud, a platform to virtually store any type of data. Azure, a cloud solution from Microsoft, cheaper, easy to use, and supports any type of data. Data engineers are responsible to involve in big data storage, ETL, security, optimizations. Here, big data storage is nothing but data warehouse. In our classes, we are going to slowly understand fundamentals first, and then we're going to take Azure data warehouse concepts, ETL concepts, and additional concepts for experience profiles. We'll do it for everyone, but attendees gaining or looking for experience profiles will be enjoying these items. So total 14 items part of our classes, prerequisites, Windows 8 or higher, and revise MS SQL concepts. Either learn or revise MS SQL concepts. Notes, assignments, I will take care. But on-time practice, you please take care. We request you to have your credit card or debit card ready with you. You are not sharing this information with anyone except Microsoft website after the next class. In the next class, we are going to understand how to configure our free account for best benefits. Once the class is done, once you log out of the class, then maybe in your browser incognito mode, you need to configure your cloud account. I'll be helping you anyway, step by step in the class, provide the complete document, and you'll implement the same. Minor background sound, right, from one of the mic. I just muted it anyway. Chandra, kindly check your mic, sir. Please check your mic. Next, with this information, what else? Here you go. Our next step. How do you plan our learning process? Yes, you are aware of SQL concepts. Kindly revise them. Basics should be fine. Please revise them. It should be enough. And we are going to start with core engineering activities. For core data engineering activities, here are the schedules anyway. Here are the schedules. So you have 6 a.m. from June 25th, the latest upcoming schedules. You may plan to choose whichever schedule you wanted to opt for if you are looking for it. You are fine with SQL, then just ignore the yellow box. You'll save 3 weeks. You are fine with SQL, MS SQL, ignore the yellow box. You'll save 3 weeks of your valuable time. Next, we have 6 p.m. from July 3rd. The upcoming schedules for this month and next month. 8 p.m. we have June 17th. Next, it is for 3 weeks. Monday to Friday with good amount of queries and case studies. 7 a.m. from tomorrow, or if in case you are planning for the 7:15 a.m. okay, to make it clear. Or this is from next week, June 11th. You can plan your things accordingly. And if in case you are planning for Power BI, we have it from June 24th or June 10th and July 15th. You plan your things accordingly. Next step, choose either core data engineering or combination of whatever boxes you wanted to. I shall be providing you all this content on your email. I will make these notes available for you. Please see if you can go through it carefully. Next, if anyone looking for Fabric, in case, if anyone looking for Microsoft Fabric, just in case for them, Fabric is a combination or next level implementation of data engineer and Power BI together. Here it is. In Fabric, we have next level Synapse, Synapse engineering, Synapse IoT, Synapse data warehouse, Synapse data science. A controller of all these items called data activator. Data activator component is going to control all the Synapse environment. Synapse engineering and Synapse IoT, one like warehouse and data science components. You do it carefully. Well, next. Hope you have my contact number with you in case of any questions, clarifications. Yes, everyone, please. Hope you have my contact number with you. If not, let me know. We'll stop for today. We'll start our core engineering from tomorrow. This one. Yes, we'll stop for now. Any questions, anyone, let me know, please. I'll wait.
Hey, Sai, I have one quick question, please.
Tell me, brother. Please proceed. Yeah.
Yeah, so do we cover all these concepts? So I wanted to take the data engineering section. So do we cover all this? You know, when I see the course outline, it's a lot of, you know, information. So
Got it, brother. Yes, undoubtedly. We have been and we will. We have
so
been
that
doing all these years and we will continue to do so. Yes.
okay.
The 7 weeks journey. Yes, we'll do. After
Well, we
that, you
have
may
enough time.
offer next level activity like Fabric or Power BI. Later, you can do one by one. We can do it. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we will. Next question, please. I'll wait.
Hi, Sai. This is Richard. I have a question concerning all these three. Like you said, if you wanna kinda, you can take all the three classes, or maybe you can take two of them, depending on what you wanted. And
You can take whatever you want, not a problem. We are flexible. You can do.
okay,
So our teams
so
are calling up the class today. Please have a word with them and plan your learning process accordingly. Yes.
okay,
Yes.
yeah, because
Yes.
as for me, I wanted to take the Azure data engineering, and it says it's starting tomorrow, so that's gonna be on Wednesday. Because right here I'm in the US, so that
Yes.
means
We are
it's
starting from
tomorrow
tomorrow.
evening.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. You can do it anyway. Our team shall call you after the class today, so you can just tell them about your preferred schedules, and we can take it from there. Yes, you
Okay,
can. You can.
all right, thank you. Thank you.
Fine. Thank you so much, and hope you received the email. Everyone, kindly check. I'll wait. One email sent just now. Everyone, please check it. I'll wait. It includes this PPT slides and the complete course curriculum and Excel file containing the schedules and the complete roster of our journey plan. Yes. One PPT, sorry, one PPT, one Excel, and one notepad document was sent. Kindly check. Please wait, okay. I could hear some background sound from one of them. I'll mute it here. Yes, friends. Hope you received the email, everyone. Let me know, please. I'll wait.
Yeah, received, Sai.
Received. Okay, fine. Others, please check it, friends. I'll wait, please.
Have not
Suraj here.
received, sorry.
Same.
Might
I
be
haven't
on the
received
way.
it.
I'll wait for some time. Might
Yeah,
be
hi
on the way.
Sai.
I'll wait for some. I shall wait. I shall wait. There should be total 3 different attachments. Okay, one Excel, one PDF, and the PPT. I'll wait until you receive it. I shall wait. Might
Sai,
be on the.
Suraj here. Can you hear me?